create us without any purpose. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
So the only one that knows our purpose, he's the one who made us. Logically speaking, for example, if I buy a microwave, the only person knows about the microwave in details better than anyone else
It's the person who made the microwave.
So logic dictates I should go back to the one who made it and ask him to give me a guideline how to use it. Correct. So now, when we understand that, okay, there's a purpose of life, the one who knows is the creator. Now the creator tells us how to worship him. Okay?
To be perfectly honest, the reason I do not have any, I still believe in spirit, religion. It's because I didn't do any research. I didn't want to be part of the kind of
any religion without knowing.
And not only that, I didn't want to have part of the stigma of the fact that I'm a religion. Yeah, I'm proud of it. But there is also the thing that if something goes wrong, I don't want to be part of it. And not because I'm scared, but it's like...
No, we'll come to it. But what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna lay down an argument and I want to analyze it. You and I, we know that there is a purpose of life. And we know that the creator must be wise. For example, look to the creation, to the heavens and the earth. Look to our creation, how have been created, that we can talk, that we have a nose next to our mouth. Before we eat, we smell food. We have eyebrows above our eyes to protect us from the sweat. We have a joint in our elbows. So all of that indicate the creator is the most wise. So therefore the most wise, the creator, will not create us without any purpose. You and I will agree there is a purpose of life. How the creator did it, as a Muslims, we say, based upon his wisdom and his mercy, he chose people amongst us to tell us our purpose of life, because we cannot come to a conclusion about our purpose of life based upon our feeling, because we have different feeling, or our intellect. You see what I'm saying? Because we have different intellect. And now, the creator knows some people, they're going to claim to be messengers of his and they are liars, fake one, correct? So now how can we differentiate between true messengers of God and liars? Remember, these people who claim to be messengers of God, like Moses, are you familiar with Moses?
Yes, yes.
Jesus, Abraham, Noah, Jacob. They did not just come, I'm a messenger of God. No. Remember, they are claiming to be messenger of the creator of this powerful, tremendous universe. So therefore, when the creator sent them, he gave them a powerful proofs and evidences to establish they are messengers of his. Make sense so far? Okay. Now, let me ask you. From the criteria that the prophets and messengers, they are known to be trustworthy amongst the nation, to be truthful. Why? Because if the creator chose a liar to convey the message, no one will listen. Make sense? Say this guy is already a liar. Now he's saying that he's a messenger of God. It's getting worse. Correct? Now, the court always chose people who are known by their society, their community, to be trustworthy, truthful, honest. Likewise, they came with the same message. Even though they never met each other when they were preaching on the earth. Prophet Muhammad, when he was preaching on the earth, he never met Jesus. Jesus, same thing. Moses, same thing. Abraham, Noah, Jacob, many of them. However, they came with the same teaching. Also, who knows the future in details?
The person who made it.
That's it. I like that, man. The logical argument, the one who made it. Now, if we have people that claim to be prophets of God, prophesizing about the future, that all of us can observe it. You don't have to be a Muslim or a Christian to observe it. I don't have to speak about Moses or Jesus. If I establish to you Muhammad is a true prophet, logic dictates you should believe what he came with. Because the creator, as we have mentioned, will not send a liar to convey his message. Prophet Muhammad prophesies about the future. He said there will come a time, listen to this carefully, yeah? He said there will come a time when you see the barefooted Arab man competing in building tall buildings. When the Prophet Muhammad prophesied that, the Arabs were not known to do that. There was no any indication to indicate the Arab they will start building tall buildings. Back then, the Persians, the Romans, the Egyptians, and the Greeks, they were known for it. Okay? Let me ask you. Maybe you know, maybe you do not know. Where is the tallest building in the world? 50 years ago, Dubai was a pure desert, let alone 1400 years ago. The question we ask ourselves, how we knew that? Another one, that is not enough, I'll give you another one. Prophet Muhammad said, it's a powerful argument. Prophet Muhammad said, it will come a time when the Muslim, they will take over Constantinople. You know Constantinople? Turkey, okay? When the Muslim took over Constantinople 800 years or so after Prophet Muhammad passed away. How we knew that? I will give you something stronger than that. Allah mentioned in the Quran that, oh Muhammad, your description, your name, It's been mentioned in the Old Testament. It's been mentioned in the all scriptures. That's the all scriptures, yeah? And now people that say it's a lie is a lie. Now we found the manuscripts, backdates, listen carefully, backdates Prophet Muhammad 1,000 years. However, there is description of Prophet Muhammad. Let me just, because I don't want to just talk, make it clear to you. I can see you're a wise man, a smart boy, and I really enjoy speaking to you. I'm sorry for taking your time.
No.
Thank you very much for giving me your time. Watch this, yeah? So remember, that is the Old Testament, yeah? You can read it with me and see. Isaiah 42. Behold, my servant whom I uphold, my elect one, in whom my soul delights. I have put my spirit upon him. He will bring justice or forth justice to the Gentiles. So this man is coming to the Gentiles. According to the Old Testament, the Gentiles are the non-Jews. That's one, yeah? And we know every prophet came after Isaiah, like Jesus was for the Jews, not for the Gentiles. Okay. Now he goes, the main point here I want to focus, yeah? Let the village, or let the wilderness and its city lift up their voice. The village that Kedah inhabits. Let the inhabitants of Selah sing it. So there's two names, Kedah and Selah. Person might say, who's Kedah? We go to Genesis 25:13 and it will tell you who's Kedah. And these were the names of the sons of Ishmael. The sons of who? Ishmael. By their names, according to their generations. The firstborn of Ishmael, Nabaioth. Then who? Kedah. Okay. And now, please, someone Google Selah. Put Selah, Mountain Selah. So here, this man is coming from who? Kedah is coming from Ishmael. Yeah. After Isaiah, there is no prophet came to the inhabitants of Kedah except Prophet Muhammad. See what I'm saying? So this prophecy which backdate Prophet Muhammad, likewise he mentions Selah, S-E-L-A. Yeah, look. I have to. Selah is a mountain in Medina. Prophet Muhammad, where he migrated from Mecca to Medina. So as a Muslim, we don't just blind follow because we're Muslim, that's it. No. Islam, we have a tangible proofs to establish Muhammad as a true prophet. And let me make it clear to you. I always ask this question, and I hope you have the answer for it, yeah? Do you know any book on the earth, the size of the Quran, it has been memorized by 100 million of people? Bear in mind, they don't speak the language of the book. That is a miracle, isn't it? Imagine I don't speak Chinese and I know the book from letter by letter, from page to page in Chinese language. Bear in mind, I don't speak the language. And what is amazing, those people who memorize the Quran and don't speak Arabic language, when you speak to them in Arabic, they make mistake in the pronunciation of the letters. However, when they recite the Quran, they recite it perfectly. Allah mentioned that in the Quran 1400 years ago. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّنَّا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ فَهَلْ مِن مُدَّكِرٍ. We have made the Quran we have made Quran easy to be memorized. When this verse was revealed, there was like just 700 or 5,000 Muslims, now 100. So I'm saying, what do you think what I said so far? Does it make sense to you?
It makes sense, but like I said, still you need
to read more.
Yeah, I read more. But it's also I never doubted any religion itself, but I always wanted to learn more, especially about more older religions or younger religions. And just before I want to put myself within
into something. Yeah, you have to
because I don't want to say I am with something and then not have the idea. And I'm not saying you badly explained, but I'm saying that I need to see other things and maybe go to places and see before I want to put myself in.
That is a good thing that you study. However, you don't have that enough time to study every religion. The main religion that is Islam, Judaism, Christianity. And when I explain, listen carefully, when I explain to Islam, I never said believe because Allah said believe. What I did, I took, of course, the argument from the Quran, I lay it down for you, and the argument fits your logical sound intellect and natural disposition. That yes, there's one creator. You should do what? You should worship him. And I always give this example, that if I give you £2 billion or £2 million, what would you say to me?
Thank you.
Would you remember me all the time?
Yeah.
Of course, it's £2 million. So you don't have to come to back to speakers, man. Now listen carefully. I will give you £2 million on the condition give me your 2 eyes. Would you do that? No. So your eyes is more valuable than £2 million. So why don't you thank the one who gave you 2 eyes for free?
Okay, that was okay, you got me there.
You see, and now you know what we say? Yes, I want to thank him. But the question now, if you want to buy a gift for your friend, would you buy a gift that you love or your friend love? No, if you for a friend.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
I know that example hits you in the head, didn't it?
Yeah.
I know that.
For them.
For them. So you want to worship the Creator. Do you want to worship him the way he loves or the way you love?
He loves.
That's why Allah sent the prophets and messengers. Allah mentioned in the Quran, Allah sent the prophets and messengers in order for mankind, they have no excuse against them on the day of resurrection. Allah gave you eyes, gave you life. Like a person might say, what about Christianity? What about Judaism? Let us analyze Jesus. He was not from London, Jesus. He was from Syria. You know, people. The reason I mentioned that, it sounds funny, but when you speak to some people, they said Jesus said God, God. When you say Allah, I said no, Allah, God. Hold a minute. Jesus was not from London. He spoke Syriac or Aramaic. What is the language? Ilahi, Ilahi, or Iluhi, Iluhi. Similar to Ilah, Allah. So, likewise the Jews. So as a Muslim, we believe if I was alive at the time of Jesus, the only way to get to God by following Jesus' teaching. Before Jesus, Moses. Now the last prophet is Muhammad. And I'll just show you proofs, prophecies. He prophesies, you can see it now. Prophecy about him, Quran he came with, one of the miracles that has been memorized by 100 people. So I'm saying, look, how old are you by the way? 15. You sound like a big man, to be honest. But I respect you. And that's what I'm saying, you know, people...
Even though he's 15, he was giving lectures.
Yeah, I like him, you know, I respect him. Yeah, you know, some people, they're 55, you give him a simple argument, he tries to fight it. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying to you, you've been cut off for not worshiping your Creator, because you and I will just agree, yes, I should show gratitude to the Creator. I should worship Him. But how? It's according to His prophets and messages. Like when my brother Anwar can speak about Hinduism, like about paganism. You know what I mean? The religion that goes in line with your natural inclination is one Creator. I should worship Him where He has given me. Again, how? Is through His prophets and messengers. And what I will say to you, just a reminder, I always give this reminder. The reality that one day we have to leave this life. One day we're going to die. How many people in your age and in my age died? How many people went, they left the house, they never come back? How many people went sleep, they never wake up? That's what Allah said in the Quran. قُلْ إِنَّ الْمَوْتَ الَّذِي تَفِرُّونَ مِنْهُ فَإِنَّهُ مُلَاقِيكُم. Say to them, O Muhammad, those who try to negate Allah, try to turn away from Allah, indeed, or verily the death you try to escape from, surely will meet you. And you will return to Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala. So I'm saying if something is clear to you, makes sense to you, the truth is clear, forget about the people, accept the truth. That's why all the prophets, what I'm doing, I'm not asking you to give me money, don't even thank me. I'm doing the job of the prophets and messengers, because as the Prophet Muhammad said, if one person become a Muslim through you, it's better than the world and what is in it. You worship your Creator the way you want to worship. Make sense?
Makes sense.
Clear? Yeah. Why stop you to become Muslim?
Because I don't want to make the... Like, I understand.
Study more?
I want to study more, I want to understand more.
I will give you something, inshallah, to read. Okay? Because there's something I have here. I want to read it. And it's good to have knowledge. But again, remember...
Shamsi, show it here as well.
Yeah, so this is a book about Prophet Muhammad. Okay? It's a nice book, very nice book. I will give it to you. Likewise, I will give you... No, take it, please. It's a gift from me. Yeah. So small. And this one as well. Take it. Yeah, this is a gift from me. Read it. As I have mentioned, you can see...
Some from there as well. Have a look.
No, this one is enough. Yeah. This one is a good book, to be honest.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was giving
So I will tell you, read it. And you can take my number and give me your feedback. It's a serious matter. Like if I'm traveling to a country I've never been there before, you know what I do first? Investigate about the country. I will not say when I get there I will come to know. Because only the foolish man, he say when I get there I will come to know. The wise man study beforehand. So you should study, read, take it serious. It's not a joke. You see what I'm saying? Allah said in the Quran, وَمَا خَلَقْنَا السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَمَا بَيْنَهُمَا لَاعِبِينَ. We haven't not created the heavens and the earth for play or a joke. You see? So it's not a joke matter. This life is like a bridge. One day we're going to cross from one side to the other side. And you know, if you follow the teaching of Allah Subhanahu wa ta'ala, His Prophet, then you have a paradise which is better than the world and what is in it. That's the best in the world. Alright? Thank you for talking to me.
No problem.
And look after yourself. Take care, man. And if you need anything, man.
Thank you.